Mommy, have video.
Stop and confirm, please. Mommy, go into the vehicle.
You call them anytime.
Go into the vehicle. Mommy, say go.
That's what I'm saying.
You're going to the vehicle.
Okay.
Go into the vehicle.
No, going on a vehicle.
What's your name? Why are you there?
Leg off of me here.
Mommy, why is that? She don't know right now. She leg off of me ear. Go into the vehicle. Mommy, go into the vehicle. Mommy,
relax. Leg off of me ear.
Mommy,
She asked me to...
Mommy, I want to know what. Officer.
Just go in the vehicle.
No, but she, Mommy. Put up his hand.
Leg off of me.
Mommy, stop it, Mommy. Just go. Mommy, here. No, here, you type of man, go. Stop it, man.
Hello, she come out and she say...
Just relax now.
Nobody. Mommy, stop it, Mommy.
Go in that vehicle. Go in that vehicle.
Hey, officer, just release her here.
Release the woman. She under
I want
arrest.
you, she under arrest. How many times I should have for clothes? I want you, miss.
Now you come from the
Go in
bus.
that vehicle.
Go in the vehicle.
You come trouble me first. If the lady can talk to you, she can ask someone, she said, come on now, come on.
Are you pointing at my face? I'm telling you, don't point at
Me
me.
didn't lick you. They ask
Someone
me.
that is an assault.
They ask me
And
lick
I'm
you.
going to ensure that I charge for everything.
I don't care.
Good. Go into the vehicle. Mommy, just
Mommy, you're just making things worse. Relax. Shusha asked me so what kind of work I said that is not for me to disclose. You come out in a house. You're not supposed to disclose my job to you.
Hit someone, friends down there.
You're not here. You're not here. And you come lick me first. You never did trouble you.
Hit someone, friends down there.
Yes, I come out and come phone and I said to this. Me and the lady I go to you to come lick me. Me never lick you.
I like this way.
You not here. I like it.
Mommy, relax. So whether you take it or not, you're gonna have to go in the vehicle.
Leg off
So
of
I
me
say
ear.
relax yourself on the
Let's
place.
make sure leg go off of me ear.
Oh, she will release it here if you don't take the
So release your hand. Release your hand. Release your hand from the clothes.
She's gonna release you.
Release your
Sir, can you make sure say I'm the money for buy back
Oh,
my
you left from darling.
Just make sure I am broke.
Realize. You realize.
How will she take in the vehicle? Ow! Wait a minute, Mr. Girl.
The Independent Commission of Investigations, also known as INDICOM, has stated that it has not received any complaints and is currently not conducting a probe following the release of a video showing a dispute between a woman and a police officer. The video, which has gone viral on social media, captures a tense moment where the officer is seen holding the woman by her hair, while the woman clutches and pulls at the officer's clothes. From what can be gathered, it appears that the officer had given the woman an order. Subsequently, the woman is observed resisting attempts to get into the police vehicle. INDICOM's Assistant Commissioner, Hamish Campbell, spoke to Observer Online about the incident. He mentioned, "I've seen the video, and many of us in the Commission have, and it is something which is circulating, as you say, on social media. But we've not received any formal complaint from the lady who's being arrested and put in the police car, thus confirming their current stance on the matter." Official reports from the police said a team from the Spanish Town police station responded to a call from a primary school administrator requesting assistance to remove a disruptive parent from the school compound. The police allege that despite multiple attempts by officers to engage the individual peacefully, the situation escalated, resulting in the individual's arrest and subsequent charges, including assaulting police officers and resisting arrest. In response to the incident, the police are reminding all members of the public of the importance of cooperating with police during any interaction, especially during an arrest. The Jamaica Constabulary Force noted that under Section 15 of the Constabulary Force Act, the police are given the authority to arrest individuals without a warrant if they are found committing an offense, or if the officer has reasonable grounds to suspect that an individual has committed or is about to commit an offense. The JCF said in these circumstances, it is important to remain calm and comply with police instructions.
The family of 14-year-old Mikhail Simpson, who was shot dead by police on Sunday after what was said to be a high-speed car chase starting at Kendal and ending approximately 5 kilometers away at Williamsfield in Manchester, are fuming and demanding answers. A report that a shootout with the police resulted in the teen's demise and injury to his brother has given the family more reason to question the circumstances, as they say the brothers had earlier gone to church and were on their way home when the incident occurred. I need justice. Something has to be done. A proper investigation needs to be done, Mikhail's sister, Yannick Dixon, told journalists on Monday. What would my 14-year-old brother have to do with a shooting? I want the person who did it to face my mother and explain to her why you killed my brother. I am just demanding justice. Something needs to be done. There are a lot of things that were done that were not professional, she added. Mikhail, who was a student at Belfield High School, was reportedly a passenger in a white Toyota Mark X motor car driven by his 20-year-old brother when they were shot by the police. According to the police, about 5 p.m., there was a vehicular checkpoint at Kendal when the Mark X was observed turning in what appeared to be an attempt to elude the checkpoint. The police said the Mark X traveled towards Williamsfield, where another police team attempted to intercept the vehicle, but a high-speed chase ensued. During the chase, the Mark X crashed into a pickup near the Williamsfield train line. The driver of the pickup sustained minor injuries to his hand and had to seek cover during the shooting. The Mark X came to a stop at a bar near Hope Village. Police said 2 occupants of the car escaped on foot, while a third occupant was found suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds and was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Hamish Campbell, Assistant Commissioner at the Independent Commission of Investigations, known as INDECOM, shared some crucial details about the incident. We are investigating the fatal shooting of the 14-year-old boy and the shooting injury of his brother. No weapon was recovered at the scene at all. The officers shot at the car, and this is the outcome of shooting at a car, but the inquiry is at an early stage, he explained. When asked about a possible third occupant in the Mark X, Campbell clarified. From the accounts that we received from the young man who survived the shooting, who was the driver of the car, and his brother who was in the car, there was nobody else in the car. Dixon, overwhelmed with grief, insists that her brother was mercilessly killed by the police. They didn't give him a chance to stop and find out what was happening. They just shoot up the car and just killed my brother in cold blood. Just a grade 8 student at Belfield High School, and they just killed him just like that for nothing. What is life? She lamented. Recalling her last interaction with her brothers, she said, "They were just coming from church with my mother. They called me on video call and let me speak to everyone at church, and after church, because it was Father's Day, I got the chance to speak to everyone at home. They got their dinner and were heading home to Belfield, and just like that, they just killed my brother, so..." Dixon added, her voice breaking with emotion. Her 20-year-old brother, who was reportedly driving the Mark X, fled the vehicle in terror. He ran away, and we had to get a lot of people to go for him. Because I know in my heart that if the police was supposed to go, they probably would have killed him, she charged. I want justice. I need them to let me know what took place. Why would you kill my brother? She asked, desperate for answers. The 20-year-old is now hospitalized under police guard, suffering from a gunshot wound to the face. The bullet is lodged in his face. Where it is at is sensitive, so they cannot operate just yet, Dixon said, her voice a mix of anger and despair as she repeated her call for the incident to be thoroughly probed. Councillor Mario Mitchell from the People's National Party, representing the Belfield division, also voiced his demand for a thorough investigation by Indicom. I have met with the family and the Indicom investigators, and I am asking that a fulsome investigation be done. When I arrived on the scene, the report that I got was that there was a shootout and a high-speed chase. There are so many questions. He was to be doing his exams at the Belfield High School. It is sad, and something that shouldn't have happened in our community, he stated. Mitchell continued, I want the family to be assured that Indicom is doing their investigation. There will be independence in the investigation, and I can assure that we will leave no stone unturned to ensure that justice is served. This is a 14-year-old, promising young man from the Belfield community and Kendall, Mitchell added, emphasizing the tragic loss of potential in such a young life.
The police are currently investigating a British woman's suspected suicide inside a bathroom at the Negril police station in Westmoreland. Head of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Corporate Communications Network, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay has confirmed the incident. However, she was unable to give details when contacted. According to initial reports, the British woman, who was staying at a hotel in Negril, was found naked and acting erratically on the beach of a nearby hotel. Authorities are investigating the circumstances surrounding the incident. Authorities were alerted, and the woman was subsequently taken to the Negril police station. She was set to be transported to a hospital for a medical assessment. Officers at the station were awaiting details about her medication, which was crucial before any medical treatment could be administered. The woman reportedly asked multiple times to use the restroom and was granted permission. Sources indicate she went to the restroom alone. Noises from the restroom alerted the police to her presence inside. When officers attempted to check on her, they discovered she had barricaded herself inside, according to reports. Authorities forced entry into the restroom, where the woman was discovered unresponsive.
Hey everyone, today we're diving into a story that's captured headlines and sparked debates around the globe. Yes, we're talking about the highly anticipated decision on Vybz Kartel, a name synonymous not just with dancehall music, but also with one of the most controversial legal battles in recent Jamaican history. Let's set the stage. Vybz Kartel, legally known as Adidja Palmer, has been behind bars since a 2014 conviction for murder. But the twists in his tale are far from over. In March this year, the Privy Council, Jamaica's highest court, threw out his conviction citing juror misconduct, a turn that sent shockwaves through the legal and music communities alike. This landmark ruling has now bounced the case back to the Court of Appeal, which has until July 31st to decide if Kartel deserves a retrial. So, what's at stake here? The heart of the matter lies in the arguments from both sides. Kartel's defense insists on an acquittal, pointing out severe constitutional breaches. They argue that continuing these breaches would only worsen the situation. On the flip side, the prosecution maintains that a technicality shouldn't let someone escape justice, emphasizing the severity of the crime and the public interest in this high-profile case. The implications of this decision are monumental, not just for Kartel, but for the entire entertainment industry in Jamaica and legal precedents concerning artist conduct and legal fairness. As July 31st approaches, the tension is palpable. Fans, legal experts, and critics are all bracing for a verdict that could either reaffirm the conviction or pave the way for a new trial. But beyond the legal jargon and courtroom battles, this case probes deeper societal questions. It challenges us to reflect on the influence of artists like Kartel on youth and society. His music, often controversial, undeniably leaves a mark, but how does it weigh against his legal controversies? That's a debate that continues to rage on. And as we count down to the end of July, the eyes of the world remain fixed on Jamaica's Court of Appeal. Will Vybz Kartel walk free, or will he face the music once again in a new trial? Whatever the outcome, it's sure to be a defining moment in the intersections of law, entertainment, and public sentiment. Stay tuned, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more updates on this and other trending stories. See you in the next video.